Hello everybody, this is Oliver and welcome to my first Let's Play. Let me start with a exotic game that was released, I believe, in 92 or 93. I'm not 100% sure about the actual date, but it is a Windows 3.1 game. And it probably didn't get as much attention as it deserved. It was developed by a German game company, Kiwi Games. That company unfortunately doesn't exist anymore, and it was actually very hard to find any remnants of that game online. As a matter of fact, there's only one website that I know of that talks about this game and also, fortunately, allows you to download that game legally for free. So then the name of the game is Q-Pop, and I always like to describe Q-Pop as a spiritual predecessor of Spore. It is pretty much an evolution game. You take control of one species and your goal is to survive and to become the dominant species on that planet. So, yeah, I went through a lot of trouble to get this game to work on modern machines. I had to download and configure DOSBox and install Windows 3.1 on DOSBox. And that's actually what you see right now. So in case you've never seen Windows 3.1 or any Windows prior to Windows XP, this is actually something that we had to deal with for the longest time. And it's a Windows version that runs on top of DOS. So, gigabytes of RAM or multi-threading, yeah, there was no such evil sorcery as today. So it is a very simple operating system, and it came with a lot of issues, but it was the groundwork for those Windows versions that we see today. So yeah, unfortunately, I was only able to get the German version of Q-Pop. I'm not even sure if they ever made an English version of that game. But it's not a big deal. You don't have to read that much in the game, actually, and if we encounter any text passages, I'm more than happy to translate those for you. So let's get started. Let's dive right into Q-Pop. Space Station Charles Darwin, Planet Q-Pop. Time quarter to whatever. Yeah, Kiwi Games. I don't know if they ever produce anything else than Q-Pop. Strange aliens ahead, do not cheat. Alright. So the strawberry being chased by a mushroom with teeth, you don't see that every day. Yeah, so unfortunately there is... I really like the soundtrack, and probably because of some nostalgia reasons, and the website that I downloaded the game from has the CD-ROM versions of the music, but I just couldn't get the CD-ROM tracks to play correctly in Q-Pop. So yeah, we just have to deal with the MIDI sounds for now. So by the way, I'm going to put the link to the website where you can download QPop into the description. So feel free to go to the website, download the game, download the awesome QPop music. Sometimes I listen to QPop music while I'm at work. Yeah, I am a geek like that. Alright. The Fly and that Blob, those are my two favorite characters of QPop. Alright, cool. So, let's take a look. As you can see, you can decide what species you want to play and what species is being played by the computer. So player 1 to 6. Underneath IQ, you select the difficulty rate, or I don't know, the efficiency of the AI. And as far as I know, the UI is not the smartest in this game. So let's crank it up a little bit. So it's Darwin's dog, it's the lowest, Darwin's aunt, Darwin's apprentice, and Charles Darwin himself. So let's not go overboard here, and let's set every species to Darwin's apprentice. Alright, so now let's see what species we want to play. You know, so Purplus, Kiwiopteryx, Pesiodipus, Isnobug, Amorph, Chuckberry. Nice. Okay, so let's use Isnobug. Okay. Load game, continue, so let's press continue. So here you can select the number of turns, from short, middle, long, 20 turns, to bis zum bitteren Ende. I think it's kind of last man standing. I think that's how you translate it best. Until the bitter end. I don't know if that makes sense a lot in English, but last man standing, I like it. Alright, continue. The War of the Species. Okay, continue. So as you can see, that's the world map. And the game itself is divided into 3 phases. The first phase, you pick, or you populate the world with your species, or move the species around. There are I think 6 different plans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, 6 different plans that grow on the surface of the QPop planet, and your species need to adapt to eat those different plants. So as more your species adapted to a plant, as more nutrition you get. So it is recommended to concentrate on one plant initially. So we want to pick a region that grows a lot of the same plant, so we can adapt to consume that plant. Alright. So, Purplus, I think Kiwiopteryx. Okay, you guys are settling here, perfect. The fish, okay, in the southwest. Now it's our turn. So now we have 2 options here. We can go for the green plant, or settle here in the middle. the red grass. You know, let's go with the green plant. So we're not in the middle. Okay. Wonderful. The amorph, okay. And the berry. Okay, fair enough. So, phase 2, monster mutations. So as you can see, you have 100 evolution points at your disposal. So the first, the first 6 fields are your adaptation to one particular plant. So obviously we want to focus on the green ones. Stinkbälle, stink balls. So Rangonen, I don't know if you can really translate, but it's like a combination between I think it's ivy and oranges. Blaublatt is blue leaf, which makes sense. Wulkpilz, which is like some sort of a mushroom. Yeah, stink balls, Schlingwurz, it's a some kind of a root, and fireweed. So the next one is Vermehrung, which is oh god, what's the English word for Vermehrung? Fertility. So as higher your value in fertility, as more offspring you produce whenever you mate. Attack, defense, stealth, speed, and Sinnesorgane, senses, and intelligence. So let's assign a couple of evolution points to the stink balls. Yeah, we want to crank this up high. So I think for the initial game, we want to make sure that we have enough nutrition, we have enough food to consume, and we populate our world. So let's concentrate on stink balls, and let's do 50%, and come on, let's get up to 60%. Okay, so pretty much suck at almost everything except we produce a lot of offspring and we can eat the balls. Alright. Okay, so now this is almost like a roguelike here. So you have a particular number of turns, and a turn is consumed by moving or by eating, and I believe by mating as well. Yeah, your goal is pretty much to eat as much as you can and to mate as much as you can. So pretty much like our goal in real life. So we need to avoid predators like our mushroom, like the mushroom with the teeth down below. And we basically control our creature of the arrow keys, and you press space in order to eat. Okay, let's get started. So let's move to this stink ball and have a snack, shall we? So in the top right corner you see the mini-map, and whenever you increase your senses or your vision skill, you see more is revealed on that mini-map. Okay, so I believe, oh, hello ladies. Fantastic. Oh no. Okay, so I don't think we're going to win that fight. Yep. Man, there's a lot of of females around here. So we need to eat at least an entire bar of those leaves. Otherwise, some of our existing species are going to die on the world map. So okay. Yummy, yummy. And there. Oh shit. Okay. Okay, we ate our quota. There's really nothing that much to do, so... Alright. So let's see how the other species did. So that, by the way, that map that you walk around in the third phase is pretty much a representation of all the fields that your species occupy. So since all of my species, my species occupy tiles with only one single plant, 100% of all the tiles that I encounter in the third phase were the stink balls. However, if as soon as I start populating tiles with different plants on them, those plants will also appear in the map that's being used in the third phase. Okay, so the purpluses, you know, I don't think they did so well. So let's see how the Chiropteryx did. Okay. Yeah, so now they really increased in size. And the fish did alright as well. So now 6. Okay, so I guess we'll continue to populate tiles of the stink balls. Okay, so now we can actually move, we can relocate 2 of our species per turn. But I think I'm okay where I am right now. So, by the way, at the end of each turn, there's a catastrophe which can significantly change the balance of power. But yeah, we'll see. Okay, so I think I'm done with my turn. Amorph. We are now the dominating species on in the game. Okay. Cool. So let's see what the catastrophe of this turn is going to be. It looks like temperature is going to drop. Which is good for us, because the stink balls, I believe, they like colder climate. Okay. And that's ha! Wonderful. So we can keep occupying the stink balls and maybe at some point adapt to the blue plants as well. Alright. Well, that catastrophe turned out to be beneficial for us. Fantastic. Okay, so now it's the summary. So depending on how you did or how your rank is in the game, you get a specific number of evolution points. So and since we are right now the best, we get all the 30. While Purplus, that species that obviously suck, only get 5. Alright, cool. Continue. Actually, let's save our game.